Once upon a time, there was a young man named Che. Che was not particularly well off, but he was very fond of wine. He required 3 bottles of liquor every night before he was able to sleep. One night, he woke up and turned over and realized that someone was in bed with him. He put out his hand to feel and touch something silky like a cat. Striking a light, he found out that it was a fox. The fox was lying in a drunken sleep. He looked over and saw that the fox had drank some of his wine. He started laughing and said, "A boon companion." To avoid startling the fox, he covered it back up and lay down to sleep with his arm wrapped around it. After midnight, the fox stretched and Che cried, "Well, it looks like you've had a nice sleep." He then threw off the bedclothes and beheld an elegant young man in scholar's dress. The young man jumped up and thanked Che for not killing him. "Oh," replied Che, "I am not averse to liquor myself. In fact, they say I care too much for it. If you have no objection, we can be drinking buddies." The fox agreed, and they went back to bed. Che urged the fox to visit him again. The fox was gone when Che awoke. The next night, Che prepared the finest wine in expectation for his friend's visit. When the fox arrived, they sat together and drank, and the fox cracked many jokes. Che immediately took a liking to the fox. The fox was very appreciative, and Che was only too happy to share the wine. The fox, so honored by Che's generosity, that he offered to help fund Che's wine buying. The next evening, he arrived and told Che that 2 miles down toward the southeast, you will find some silver lying by the side of the road. The next day, Che set off and obtained 2 lumps of silver, which he used to buy fancy food and to go with the wine. The next night, while the fox was drinking with Che, he told him where he would find 100 strings of cash. After finding the money, Che was delighted and no longer worried about affording wine. The fox, still wanting to help Che more, told him that buckwheat was very cheap in the market and he should buy some. Che bought over 40 tons of buckwheat. This was ridiculed by the other villagers, but soon after there was a drought, and all kinds of grains and beans were spoilt. Only buckwheat would grow. Che sold off the buckwheat at a profit and became very wealthy. The fox and Che remained friends for the rest of Che's life, and when Che eventually died from old age, the fox never returned to the house. The end.